Alright guys, this is going to be part 2. Like I said in the end of my last video, I wanted to try maybe buffing the Kydex to see if that removed any possible abrasive qualities that might be inherent in the factory finishes. So I went ahead and buffed the smooth side on my buffer here using some red compound, which is used for a bright shiny luster on aluminum, stainless, and plastics. And it made a noticeable improvement as far as the shine and the smoothness. And then I went ahead and heated it back up and just bent it so that I could make sure I get a smooth surface and that the edges aren't curling around, possibly contributing to any scratches that may or may not occur. Another thing I did just to make sure this was absolutely clean of dirt and grease and everything else, I went ahead and sprayed it with some penetrating oil and wiped it down real good. So anything that may have been picked up should now be clear of the Kydex. And as you can see, it is nice and smooth, much shinier than before. And we're going to take our same knife here. The top half is pretty free of scratches, so it should show up pretty noticeably. And we'll just give this a quick rub here. It's noticeably smoother, I can tell that much. Not as much friction being created. And we're still kind of getting some scratches from this. In the middle where this is folded and smooth. Definitely nothing too abrupt or apparent. And if I were to put this on the buffer real quick, those scratches would probably disappear. So I think this may actually help a little bit to kind of buff it and smooth it out a little bit. It is somewhat time consuming, but I do have some very fine abrasive belts. I have a 5X Norex belt, which I think is well over 1,000 grit, or right about that. So in some future sheaths I might actually try pre-buffing it, just to smooth it out, as well as maybe wiping some oil on it to make sure it's clean, and as well as help lubricate the knife in and out of the sheath for a time. So we're definitely going to keep experimenting with this and seeing if we can maybe eliminate the scratches on the blades, or at least severely mitigate the problem. So just some ideas I'm toying with. Again, this is noticeably smoother. I also buffed this one. And there's definitely a texture here, even on the smooth side. Which I think maybe contributes a little bit to the scratches on knife blades. So that's one thing we're going to try. I'm also going to maybe try taping my blades, just so they're not super tight once the tape is removed and the knife is reinserted in the sheath. So we're definitely going to do some experiments, and I'll update you guys on that as well. But I think maybe one way to possibly lessen that is to buff this up and smooth the back, and then reheat it, and I think that does a fairly good job of smoothing this back out. I got a little bit of dirt on there since we moved it, but take that for what it's worth. you guys saw what I saw, or well, I saw a little bit more detail, I guess, but I believe personally that Kydex does contribute inherently to the scratches on knife blades, whether it's a lot or little. I will also agree that it is sometimes dust and dirt that gets in the sheath, that's for sure. So I definitely recommend, if you do make a sheath, to open it back up before you secure the edges around the knife. Maybe wipe it down with some penetrating oil or some other lubricant, just to make sure that all the grease and dirt and anything is out. Use a lint-free cloth would be even better. And again, maybe another possibility would be to smooth the Kydex out a little bit more. And if there is any abrasive quality in the Kydex that contributes, that will be lessened, as well as its ability to pick up dirt as well. So it'll definitely pick up a lot less dirt the smoother it is, and maybe help mitigate that problem as well. It'll lessen that tendency is what I was trying to say. So again, take that for what it's worth. It wasn't a super scientific test. If I really wanted to do this correctly, I would probably get some flat surface plates, make sure that my Kydex is perfectly flat and smooth, and or maybe try it from a smooth sheet. These were some scraps that were already shaped, so which maybe is a little bit more accurate anyway, but whatever, I'm kind of babbling on now. So again, that's just kind of my little test. I did get some hairline scratches, as I saw more clearly than you did. I believe that was lessened though by this. So gonna keep working on this, doing some experiments, and I'll definitely let you guys know. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.